Welcome back. It's true. I'm not mad. And I'm not alone out there. OK, a few of you think that I am strange. But a lot of you, with this idea of having a Great Britain football team, is a good idea. A couple of them here saying, great idea. The likes of Best, Giggs, Bale could all have been added to the team. And the argument that there won't be enough Northern Irish, Welsh or Scots in the team doesn't make sense since they'll never qualify anyway. And that's my point. The fact is that what is the kind of hope and aspiration of being a Northern Ireland international footballer if you're never going to qualify?
It's like saying to someone in the lower leagues, you're never going to be in the Premier League, so don't bother.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
And you're basically telling people that the ability to compete in a World Cup is more important than national identity. And
they'll still have a national identity.
No, but it's because they also feel antipathy towards the countries around them.
Well, not football-wise they don't, maybe politically, but not football-wise. Stop
it.
This is like the kind of the Orange men going on about history and the Battle of the Boyne.
It's like, I'll give you an example.
Let's start now.
Start what now?
Start a new team now. Let's talk about now. Let's live in the now.
What are we missing out on? I don't really understand.
What are we missing out on?
Are you deciding this on behalf of Welsh people?
As a Northern Irish fan, as a Scots fan, you must be thinking, which I'm not, you must be thinking,
speak for them.
What is the point of these qualifiers? They're just a waste of time. We're never going to qualify.
That doesn't seem to. That's not.
We've had 2 matches so far. 2 matches in the qualifiers. Northern Ireland are virtually out of it. Scotland are virtually out of it. Wales are virtually out of it.
So you're saying they want to become part of a Great Britain team and just forget about their
Football's not about success. Football's not about success. It's about glory, and there's nothing glorious about joining another country.
Well, then we should all support Kidderminster.
Well, I don't think people would want to forget about their national identity.
They won't, because they'll still have it in the
European
European
Championships. But you're deciding for people what they want to do.
OK, let me give you an example. The Ryder Cup, Great Britain and Ireland, OK, against the United States. I don't think Great Britain and Ireland won for 53 years. No. Get it to Europe, suddenly it's a great...
Because people don't care that much about golf. It's not... People aren't passionate about golf in the way they are about football.
Because they're from the island. They're support because they're good golfers.
It's not... Golf's an individual sport. Golf's
why
an individual
people
sport.
love that sport now is because the Ryder Cup is an event and it's exciting and it's competitive. Northern Ireland, you know, Republic of Ireland against Germany, they might scrape a draw, they might even get a win, but the fact is, they're never going to beat them. They play them 10 times, they're never going to beat them.
That's not right, but then that's not true. Is that one time when it does, when they do beat, and when they do
don't
get
you
success,
want to have a chance of winning something?
It's not just that it's safe for something, it means something.
Not everybody
don't you want to have a chance of winning something?
Not everybody can win.
Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland fans out there, don't you want to have a chance of qualifying and getting to a
You're now speaking to people out there because me and Leroy are showing you what's wrong with what you're saying.
You're not showing me what's wrong. You're disagreeing.
You're deciding for people in Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales what they think. You're saying they must be bored of this happening to them. And the evidence, right, but you're not them, and the evidence suggests that isn't the case.
I think it's really patronising. So come on, Wales, Scotland, Ireland.
I'm not saying you're going to lose your identity by getting... By not being your own country, because you will be like in the European Championships. Find out how you get on. You'll never qualify. But no, it's true.
Let me give you an anecdotal example.
Anecdotal
example. When Andy Murray was interviewed, saying, "Who do you want to win such and such a football tournament?" He said, "Whoever England are playing." Yeah. Andy Murray is a fairly mild-mannered kind of Scottish person.
Joke.
It was a joke, but he also meant it. The Scottish people don't like England winning. Do you remember they cancelled the home international football tournament because of the antipathy and animosity between the teams? In 1977, Scotland invaded the pitch, broke the crossbars at Wembley.
That was funny.
I don't think they were doing it.
That was funny. It was memorable. It was funny. Don't you think? I
do think they should be better home.
In terms of it, there wasn't a riot. No one was injured. They broke the crossbar.
One thing I do agree
That's not the end of the world.
I would like to see the home.
It was funny.
But it's evidence of animosity.
Let me just think.
It wasn't animosity. It was just sort of laughing at them. The English, wasn't it?
I don't think it was anything to be too worried about. But I would like to see the home internationals. But I think would lift the standard of it.
Well, there's no space for that.
Why not?
I also don't think anyone's too minded about seeing them.
For it. The Champions League wouldn't allow it. It's not possible. But a Great British football team, I don't know. Maybe. Right, there should be one, says CFCASA. Thank you very much indeed. We didn't lose our national identity at the Olympics. Best spirit ever seen. And another one here says...
But not a football spirit. And
because that was a kind of... what's the word? That was a kind of...
ephemeral, touchy-feely?
No, I can't think of the word. You're a lawyer. You should be able to think of it. That was like sort of making a kind of gesture to the authorities to say that was a half-hearted Great Britain team. That wasn't a British team.
But the thing about that is,
where was Rooney? He wasn't playing in it. Do you know what I mean?
And also, the Olympics is a different kind of thing. Like no one cares too much about the sport that takes place in the Olympics. So you watch the judo, say, you want the British person to win. After they haven't won, you've totally forgotten almost that it ever happened. It's ephemeral. Whereas football, people have a deep-seated passion for love for football.
You don't think we'll remember the Olympics for our lifetime?
No, we'll remember them happening, but I'm saying that you don't really care about the individual sports when you break it down. They're not things like you don't wake up in the morning thinking about what happened the night before. If your team wins, you're not buzzing for the next amount of time.
About football fans, but there are people whose life is watching, I don't know, rowing, whose life is watching.
How many? But we're talking about a very few amount of people. And if you look at the crowds to go and watch these things,
we won though. As Great Britain, we won. As England,
but
as
the point
Northern
is,
Ireland,
I'm saying that you're not comparing.
When
you compare it to the Olympics,
Yorkshire would have got more medals.
You're not comparing like with
people with red hair got more gold medals than Serbia.
Well, you have
That's true.
At what though? But at what? Are these arbitrary?
I don't know. It just came to me. It just came to me. I don't know why I said it. It just came to me.